good shape, Larry, and both teams ready to go, looks like.
All right, Loyal, the last time out for them, they were beaten by Pittsville. That was last Friday, 9-2, so that was their last game on their schedule. Neillsville Granton got a win on Monday over Gilman to improve to 9-1 in the conference. In that game, Neillsville had a good outing from Adam Hazer, 5 innings pitched in that game, and then Caden Stride came on with 2 innings and struck out 4 of the batters that he faced.
Yeah, Adam's 5 innings was really big to me, Larry, because they did not have to use Andrew Hazer at all, and we had good solid 5 innings from Adam, got the win, and a nice 2 innings by Caden Stride to finish up, and that between the two of them they struck out 10, but the Warrior infield did a really nice job. They got all the action. There wasn't a ball hit the outfield the whole game. So.
Yeah, that's how good the pitching was in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but today we'll see Andrew Hazer on the mound, and we're going to see Loyal's number 1, Rhett Lemovic. So should be a heck of a pitching battle here today. So
1 against 1 in the pitching lineup here today. Other games going on in the conference. Greenwood is at Columbus Catholic for a doubleheader. Owen Withy Thorpe is at Gilman. Spencer is at Edgar. Other games today, Stratford is at Assumption. Athens at Auburndale. Wausau West is at Marshfield. That game is on 92.3 FM, WOSQ. Stevens Point is at Wausau East. Menominee at Wisconsin Rapids. Bangor at Bloomer. Abbotsford Colby at Phillips. Gale-Electric Trempealeau is at Black River Falls. And Wild Rose is at Pittsville today for a doubleheader there. Some other action in high school sports today that was canceled from the other day. You've got the Clarabelle Conference track meet, the Eastern Clarabelle, that is being held at Gilman today. And the Clarabelle Conference golf meet was held today at Turtleback Golf Course in Rice Lake. That was also supposed to have been held on Tuesday.
So, yep, a lot of makeup action today. So.
And girls softball, they got their tournament action underway today with first-round games. There are some in our area. In Division 5, Alma Center Lincoln is at Port Edwards. Owen Withy is at Elmwood Plum City. Rosholt is at Newman Catholic. In Division 4, Cadott is at Spencer. Osseo Fairchild is at Whitehall. In Division 3, Neillsville Granton, they are down at Durand, Arkansas today. Bloomer is at Nakusa. And in Division 2, Ashland is at Black River Falls. And Colby Abbotsford is at New London today in girls softball. The winners today move on to play in the regional semifinals on Tuesday. And the boys' baseball brackets have also been released. And Neillsville Granton got a 9 seed, so they travel to Whitehall next Thursday. And Loyal got a 2 seed, so they get a bye. They will take on the winner of Spring Valley and Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. And that would be on Tuesday, June 3rd. You can go on the WIAA website for the
Yeah, I don't think one
brackets.
is out. I think 2 through 4 out. I don't think one is out yet. I didn't look.
Yeah, usually they wait because they don't play till next week or the week after, I should say.
But Pittsville got a 1 seed in their regional. Edgar a 1, Loyal a 2, Rib Lake a 3, and Athens a 4 in that regional that we've talked about a few times. That is going to be a beast. So.
Yes, it is. Yes, it will be. All right, the sun is shining. Looks like a nice evening for baseball. We've got a good one, at least on paper, on tap for you here today as Loyal takes on Neillsville Granton. We'll be back with more after this.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wietrich family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota Compact Do-It-All tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today.
We are never short on inventory.
and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Adam Kautzer leading off. He is the second baseman. Kane Tofar is the shortstop. He will bat second. Rhett Lamovic, is the pitcher. He will bat third. Colton Sandelier is the DH. He will bat fourth. Hunter Walter, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Trin Scheel is the catcher, batting sixth. Jonah Verks is the right fielder, batting seventh. Rogan Ashbeck is in left field, batting eighth. Reed Stiglitz, the center fielder, will bat ninth today for the Loyal Greyhounds. The Greyhounds come in with a record of 12-1 overall, 9-0 in the conference. Their first loss of the season came last Friday to the Pittsfield Panthers. 9-2 was the final in that one. For the Neillsville Warriors, they will have Gunnar Barth leading off, the shortstop. Andrew Hazer will be pitching today. He bats second. A little switch in the lineup as DH Preston Berg will bat third today. Adam Hazer, the third baseman, will bat fourth. Caden Stry, the first baseman, bats fifth. Wyatt Hanna, the catcher, will bat sixth. Chase Updergrove is the second baseman, batting seventh. Caden Hartung in left field will bat eighth. And Alex Stry, the center fielder, will bat ninth today for Neillsville Granton. Senior night here tonight.
Yep. Yeah, Preston Berg, Wyatt Hanna, Jacob Stry, Alex Stry, and who am I missing here?
I think that was it. I think there's four of them.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations to those guys. They'll be graduating on Saturday. Good luck to them in the future.
Yep.
Number 5, the catcher, Wyatt Hanna.
As they are introducing the starting lineups here today. Glad to have you along on 92.7 WPKG and Zaleski Sports. Beautiful day for baseball.
Yep.
These two teams will play again next Tuesday in Loyal.
Number 2 in center field, Alex Stroud.
And that will wrap up the regular season as they will get ready for tournament action on Thursday of next week. And we'll have our national anthem here, so we will take a break and be back to Henry Luke's baseball field in Neillsville after this.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Eastern Cloverbell Conference baseball today. And on the mound today is Andrew Hazer, 37 innings pitched. He's got a record of 4-2 on the season. He's given up 19 hits, 17 runs, only 5 earned. He has struck out 53 and walked 10. His ERA is .94.
Yeah, and I think it's less than that in the conference.
So,
He has been really stellar, Larry. You just, you take away the Stratford game where he had a rough first inning, and other than that, he has just been totally on all season.
All right, he warms up here, and we'll get set for the Greyhounds to bat first. In this matchup, Adam Kautzer, Kane Tofar, and Rhett Lamovic will be the first three to face Andrew. The Warriors in their gray uniforms. The Hounds will be in the maroon tops and the gray pants. The wind today blowing out toward right.
Yep.
Center and right, I guess.
Yeah, anything in right, center, and right will get a little bit of a boost. Not terribly. It gusts a little bit now and then, but yeah, that'll be something to watch. But
yeah, the thing to watch here today is the two pitchers.
yeah, I think so too. And if the ball is put into play, whose defense holds up?
Right.
You know, both teams have been very solid on defense all year, and any mistakes today could cost you a ball game.
All right, Andrew finishes his warm-ups. Throw goes down to second, and we're set to go. Adam Kautzer, the second baseman, will step in. Randy Montavlo, the coach for Loyal, down at third.
Leading off second baseman.
And Kautzer will step in there
Adam
to
Kautzer.
face Andrew Hazer to lead off here in the top of the first. Andrew gets the sign from his catcher, Wyatt Hanna, and delivers, and the first pitch, low ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Andrew winds and delivers. There's a strike on a fastball right down the middle.
Yep. Get that one in there. Get ahead of that leadoff guy.
1 ball, 1 strike. Andrew delivers. That one low and outside. 2-1.
Kautzer's been a very steady leadoff hitter for the Greyhounds this year. He really gets on a lot and sets the table for Tofar, Lamovic, and Sandelier.
Curveball drops in there for a strike, and we're even at 2-2. Andrew, a quick worker.
Yes, he is.
Doesn't take long once he gets that ball
back in his glove. He's ready to go, and he's got an idea what he wants to do. And
the 2-2 is chopped foul near the Warrior dugout, third base side. Still 2-2.
Yeah, him and of course, Wyatt Hanna wears the earpiece. And I believe they're on, with probably Chris Paschal. So, and I think they all got a pretty good idea what they want to do.
The 2-2.
There it is.
Curveball drops in there for a called strike 3. Yeah. Strikeout number 1 and number 54 on the season.
Mixed up pretty good. He pretty much was throwing fastballs to Kautzer there, and then he came in with that 2-2 curve, and it froze Kautzer up big time.
Kane Tofar now the shortstop will be the batter. Andrew into his windup, and the first pitch to Kane is high and inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, these two, Hazer and Tofar, have faced each other a few times in their life.
Oh, yeah. Youth all the way up. The pitch. There's a strike.
Every sport, too.
Yes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, a lot of these guys have faced each other many times through the years. The 1-1. There's a strike, knee-high fastball.
Ooh, and that was right on the black, Larry.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kind of looks like the umpire has a pretty good wide strike zone, so that's going to be for the pitchers. Ooh,
that one popped up behind home plate.
Yeah, Tofar fought off a curveball right in on his hands, fought that off pretty nicely, but didn't get it up in the air enough for Hanna to make a play on.
Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hazer delivers. Swing and a miss with a fastball.
Threw it by him.
Batting third, the pitcher, number 22.
And that's what you can do when you got a lot of off-speed pitches.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got such a wide variety. He's got about 2 or 3 different off-speed pitches, and he mixes them up with a pretty good fastball, and he really keeps these hitters off balance.
2 up, 2 down for Rhett Lamovic, who will be on the mound for Loyal. 2 strikeouts in this first inning. Curveball drops in there.
Yeah, he hadn't started off anybody with a curveball yet, but he dropped that one in there.
0-1 the count. Andrew gets the sign from Hanna and the pitch. Lifted in the air, a high fly ball on the outfield grass. And Updegrove can't catch up to it.
Updegrove tried to backpedal. He's got to run straight back on that one. He tries to backpedal, and you got to get in a sidestep and run straight back at it to get the ball where the ball was dropping. Now, the wind plays a little bit with that ball, but Updergrove has got to approach that a lot different than he did there.
So a hit for Lemovic with 2 outs. That'll bring up the DH, Colton Sandelier.
Courtesy runner.
Yep, for the pitcher. Yep. For Loyal. So runner at first with 2 down.
16.
And the batter is Colton Sandelier. The DH for Loyal. The pitch, off speed.
Yep.
Nice job by Hanna to keep that ball in front of him.
Yeah, you know, we talked about defense just a few minutes ago, Larry, and there's a case where the Warriors probably should be in the dugout already. So
1 ball, no strikes. Hazer will work from the stretch, throw over to first. Diving back in is the courtesy runner. Warriors come in 10-5 on the season overall, 9-1 in the conference. The pitch, low and outside, 2-0. Hunter Walter in the on-deck circle.
it almost looks like we're going to have a crowd in the center field today, Larry.
You got a few out there. The pitch, curveball, off speed, swing and a miss.
Yeah, Sandler was sitting dead red on that one, and he missed way fooled by that curveball.
2-1 the count. And the pitch. Another curveball misses high. Throw down to second. And they got the runner in a rundown. And their throw back to first. And now they're going to throw to second. The throw is in time, and they get the runner.
Wow,
what a throw by, or a pickoff by
Hanna. He threw that from his knees, Larry.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that was a great throw.
No hits, no errors, and
they end up getting the runner in a rundown.
I'm not going to guess that.
Yeah, that's one of those where you just.
I know Hanna started it and Barth finished it. So
pick a number of numbers out of your hat.
I think it was 2, 4, 3, 6. I'm guessing.
Sounds good to me. 1, 2, 3 go the Hounds in their half of the first. Bottom of the first coming up.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Andrew Hazer and Preston Berg. First 3 in the lineup for Neillsville Granton. Neillsville.
Rhett has been just really steady this year for the Greyhounds. He's been a true number 1, only a sophomore. So
I was going to say.
Leading off for your Neillsville Granton Warriors, number 12, shortstop.
Loyal.
Gunner
went down 1, 2, 3 in their half of the first. And now it's the Warriors' turn here in the bottom of the first inning. Gunnar Barth will lead off. One of the seniors here on senior night.
Yep, and been a hot hitter lately, too.
He's been getting on base one way or the other.
Yep.
He's been hit by a pitch 10 times this year. Leads the team in that. And the right-handed batter steps in there to go against Rhett Lemovic, the right-hander for the Hounds. First pitch, fastball strike.
Ooh.
He's had pop since he was in 7th grade.
Yep. And he just nailed that outside corner perfectly. And, you got a senior catcher back there in Shale who's really excellent also in framing pitches. So, tough guy.
The 0-1. Checks his swing, takes high, 1-1.
We'll see what else he's got, but he does have a well above average fastball.
1 ball and 1 strike to Barth. Leading off here in the first for the Warriors. The pitch. Strike two called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 good pitchers going at it here today. Lamovic gets the sign from Scheel. The pitch. Off speed and misses outside, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, pretty good waste pitch there. Tried to get Bart to go fishing, but Gunner pretty disciplined with 2 strikes there. So
2 balls, 2 strikes to Barth. Lamovic winds and delivers. Fastball is fouled back by Gunner. Count remains 2-2. Well, the crowd has grown a little bit out there in center now. We got 5 people out there. It was 3.
Yeah. I wish they had a radio on.
Yeah. If you do, wave. Guess not. The pitch. Low and outside. Full 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Gunnar Barth here in the first for the Warriors. Leading off. And the pitch is lifted in the air, shallow right field. Right fielder coming on and will make the catch for the first out. Wasn't playing very deep out there.
No, he was playing very shallow.
The pitcher, number 21, Andrew.
That is Jonah Verks out there in right field. Now Andrew Hazer, the batter. He leads the team in batting. He has a .531 average. Leads the team in hits, RBIs. First pitch is lined into center field, the base hit. Well, he was sitting red. Yep, he was sitting fastball, and he got it.
Batting third.
And leads off with a hit. He stays hot. That's 5 for 5 in his last 5 plate appearances.
Yep, the only bad thing, didn't have anybody on base for. Usually that's usually got Barth on base, but not today. So
Preston Berg, the batter, batting .382. Moves up a notch in the order to number 3 today.
Preston, another one of the seniors today. So
yep.
Preston usually a good dead red hitter, so we'll see. Oh,
he squares to bunt, pulls back and takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the first, no score.
You know, Lamovic, they might be able to run. Lamovic, a tall kid, so it takes him a little while to release the ball, but Scheel, a solid catcher back there.
Swing and a miss and a fastball.
Yeah, he blew that one right by Berg there.
1 ball, 1 strike. We've got cameras on each door over here.
Yeah.
So there should be a lot of pictures of this one.
Absolutely.
The pitch. Another fastball, and again he's behind it.
Yeah.
1-2. Andrew Hazer, the runner at first. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Berg with a count of 1-2.
Presley got to shorten up, take that ball to left field if he can.
The pitch. There's a little chopper. Hit to Tofar, the shortstop. His only play is going to be at first.
Ooh, a little high. Pretty good play by Walter over there to stretch up and get that ball. But
Andrew was going on the pitch from first, so there was no chance of getting him at second base.
Good job by Berg with 2 strikes, putting that ball in play. They'll advance the runner, so is a productive out. And now you got Adam Hazer coming up. Adam rough night the other night at the plate, but Moore had made up for it with his performance on the mound. So
306 on the season, 9 RBIs. His brother Andrew at second base with 2 down.
This should be a good matchup because he's been having trouble with the curveball, and Lamovic likes the fastball. So
the pitch, there is the curveball, and he swings and misses. He thought he could get that fastball, but it wasn't there.
Nope.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. Another curveball. 0-2 the count. Well, now you got to
shorten up.
Yep. Get ready to hit.
Hit it somewhere.
The pitch. Strike 3 called, and Adam has done that a lot here lately.
Took a lot of strikes.
1 hit,
strikes.
no runs, no errors.
Well, we got a hit, but nothing other than that. 1 left. And at the end of an inning here in Neillsville, Neillsville, Granton, and Loyal tied at 0.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teastrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to marshfieldchamber.com.
Andrew Hazer into his windup, and the first pitch to Sandelier in the dirt.
Spiked the curveball there.
1 ball, no strikes. The sun will begin to be a problem for those on the left side of the infield and outfield. Pitch outside, 2-0.
Yeah, some clouds in the sky might help today a little bit. You know, lately when we've had problems, it's been just a totally clear sky.
Ball fouled out of play. 2-1. Each team with a hit. But no runs have been scored yet. The pitch. Again, low. And it's 3-1. Andrew, a long look in at Hannah, and now time is called. And the home plate umpire making sure everybody from Loyal is in the dugout.
Yeah, you can just have an on-deck batter out there, and that's it.
3 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Low ball, and he walks Sandelier to lead off the second inning.
Number 20, first baseman.
Just his 11th walk on the season.
Hunter Walter.
Now Hunter Walter, the first baseman. Andrew and Hunter used to play together.
Yes, yeah.
Back in
Hunter started at the NY Neillsville Youth Association
Yep.
for a couple of years.
So a runner at first takes his lead, and the pitch. Low and outside.
Having trouble hitting that outside corner with his breaking balls here in the second inning.
1 ball, no strike to Walter. And the pitch. Curveball, that time it drops in there. 1-1.
A little better release point there.
Trin Scheel in the on-deck circle for Loyal. Hazer the stretch and the pitch. That one low, blocked by Hannah. Down goes Sandelier to second, and he will be there.
Good slide by Sandelier. He slid to the inside part of the base. The throw to Upgrove was on the outside part of the plate. So
pitch was low. Hannah kept it in front of him, but it kind of got away from him just a little bit.
Didn't get a great throw. It sailed a little bit to the left of the base. If he throws that right on the base, he's got a shot. But so now you got a runner at second. Loyal looking for Walter to advance that runner.
Nobody out here in the second inning. The pitch, again, low.
Yeah, everything is low right now for Andrew Hazer.
3-1 the count. The stretch by Hazer and the pitch. And there's a strike.
Yeah, belt tie right there. Perfect.
And it's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, took a little bit off.
Yep.
And got it over the plate.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. And that one low again, and he walks 2 here in the inning.
Keeps spiking that pitch.
Batting third, catcher number 21.
And now time is going to be called here.
Yeah.
Jason Kurth wants to talk to his pitcher.
Yep. Probably going to talk about mechanics, I would think.
So they are going to talk on the mound. Catcher Wyatt Hanna comes out there as well.
I'm guessing that, I don't know for sure how Coach Montalvo is going to play this, Larry, but, I'm sure they got to be thinking about a bunt with Shale.
Trin Shale will be the batter, the catcher, with runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the second inning. All right, all the meetings have been broken up, and Shale will step in there. Andrew looks in for the sign from his catcher, Wyatt Hanna. Comes set at the belt.
Yep.
Shield squares to bunt, takes it in the dirt. Ball low, throw down to third is not in time.
Yep. Bounced just enough away from Hanna.
Yep. So runners advance. Second and third, nobody out. And a 1-ball, no strike count to Trin Shield. Want to know the count. Andrew the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a miss by Trin.
Yeah, he's got to go right at these hitters now. Warriors playing back deep. Just going to get the out somewhere.
1 ball, 1 strike. Runners take their leads at second and third. And the pitch. Low again in the dirt. This one gets by Wyatt Hanna, and it will be enough to score a run.
Yeah.
Squeak past Hanna.
Hanna really struggling back there right now. That's Sandelier walks and advances around on 3 wild pitches.
So a run in, still nobody out. Now a runner at third. 2-1 the count to Shield. The pitch. And again in the dirt by Hazer.
Something's wrong mechanically with Andrew right now. He has just spiked a whole lot of pitches.
3-1. Shield could possibly be taking all the way here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. So much for that.
Yeah.
3-2.
That's why you're up here, Larry.
Yep, that's why I'm here.
I just think he's got to go right at Shale with his fastball. Shale hasn't caught up to him at all here.
The pitch.
He
came off speed. That's why we're up here.
That's why I'm up here, too.
Yeah, we're all up here. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Andrew. 1 out now in the second.
Number 15, Jonah Verks.
And the right fielder, Jonah Verks, will be the batter, left-hander.
Yeah, probably take, Jonah might be dropping a bunt here, pulled to the left side. Hopefully they can get Walter to score.
He gets up there right on the plate.
Yes, he does.
The pitch. Outside corner is a ball.
Yeah, he's got his foot right on the white line there.
Yeah, that white line next to the base. Yep. He is right on it. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is a little nubber. Hit to third. Glove by Adam Hazer. He throws it home, but he overthrew the plate. It'll hold the runner at third.
But Burks is going to make it all the way down to second.
So nobody got out, but no run scored. But now you got runners at second and third.
Rogan Ashback.
Yeah.
The runner at third, Hunter Walter, faked like he was going to come home.
Yeah, and
that forced Adam to throw it home.
And he kind of, I don't know, the release on that was not good.
He kind of pushed it down there. And now Coach Mattson talking with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be about. So.
All right, so runners at second and third, 1 out. A run is in here, and now Coach Mattson going to talk with Bob Houts, who is the
whatever he's talking about.
Umpire in the outfield.
The plate umpire went out and told him to go out and ask Bob Houts. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, something we didn't see. So.
All right, so it'll bring up Rogan Ashback, the left fielder. Second and third, 1 out. Hazer the stretch Squaring to bunt is is Ashbeck, and he takes a strike.
Pretty good pitch to bunt there, and he pulled back on it, and it was right down the middle.
No balls and a strike. The pitch. Strike 2 called. Delayed call, but
yeah, it was there.
0-2 the count. This is the number 8 hitter in this Loyal lineup. Rogan Ashbeck. And now timeout. Time was called by the catcher. 0-2 the count to Rogan Ashbeck. Reed Stiglitz waits on deck. Hazer delivers. Off speed, blocked by Hannah. 1-2. One of those pitches where you hope the batter might go after
Yeah, go
it.
fishing. 0-2, good 0-2 pitch. You just got to have some confidence in your catcher there to block that pitch. So and Hannah did a nice job.
The 1-2 fouled off the catcher. Remains a ball and 2 strikes. Hunter Walter at third.
Jonah
Verks is at second base. 1 run is in here in the second for Loyal. They lead 1-0. The 1-2. And that one gets by Hannah back on the screen. And another run for Loyal.
Yeah, pass ball there on Hannah. That went right over the top of his glove.
Down to third goes Verks. Well, Loyal's getting some easy runs here.
Yeah, 2 walks and 3 wild pitches and a pass ball and an error this inning. So it just the Warriors just really have caved in this inning.
2-2 the count to Ashbeck. The pitch.
Oh.
Where did that one miss?
Wow.
Wow. You got to call that one. 3-2 the count. My goodness, if he's going to stand there, you got to call it. The pitch. Popped up. Foul territory. That one will get out of play. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw there.
3-2 the count. The stretch by Hazer and the pitch. And he misses upstairs. And the third walk in the inning.
Now batting center fielder number 3, Reed
Well,
Stiglitz.
Coach Mattson has the whole
pitching staff waiting.
Yeah. He's got everybody ready.
And they don't have a game till Tuesday, so.
Now Reed Stiglitz.
Yeah, Stiglitz, I think you can be looking for a bunt here also, Larry.
Runners at the corners with 1 out. The stretch by Hazer and the pitch. Right down the middle. 0-1.
I would think Ashbeck could be running at first.
0-1 the count. 1 out here in this second inning. 2 runs are in for Loyal. The stretch by Hazer in the pitch. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Bobbled by Barth, and he's not going to get that ball over there in time. Reaching by an error is Stiglitz. And another run's in.
3 runs, 3 walks,
second baseman,
3 wild
number
pitches,
7,
pass ball, and 2 errors this inning.
Kautzer.
Top of the order, Adam Kautzer now the batter. Loyal does not have a hit in this inning.
No, they do not.
Kautzer struck out looking.
Yeah, don't be surprised if he's bunting also.
The pitch. There's a strike to Kautzer. 0-1. Runners at first and second for the Hounds. 3 runs are in here in this second inning. The stretch by Hazer, the pitch. Little slow curveball. High chopper to Adam Hazer. He'll get the out at first.
Yeah.
Runners advance to second and third. And now Kane Tofar, who struck out in the first inning. He's the 8th batter in this inning.
Yeah.
Loyal still does not have a hit in this inning, but they have 3 runs.
Coach Montalvo having a word with Kane.
2 errors, though, by Neillsville Granton.
Yeah, and 3 wild pitches and a pass ball, too. So pretty large contributors to the whole inning.
If you're Neillsville Granton, you want it to end without any further damage. There's a strike delivered to Kane Tofar, 0-1. Same two teams Tuesday in Loyal to wrap up the regular season. The pitch. That was a knuckleball, looked like. Hit into right field. That one is deep to right field. That's going to land in fair territory.
Yeah. That's just Tofar on his way to third already. He's going to go for home. Oh.
Throw back to third, not in time. They almost got him. That looked like a splitter or something, because that just floated up there.
And
Tofar hit it to right.
He timed it perfectly, too.
So 2 more runs in for the Hounds.
2 RBI triple for Kane Tofar. 9th batter of the inning here now.
Rhett Lamovic, the batter, 5-0 Loyal. Hazer, long look in at Hannah. Now he's ready. And the pitch. Line into right field, a base hit. And that one finds a gap.
That's going to be another triple. Nope, double.
Bo Nopelt collects it out in right field and gets it in.
Now batting.
The Hounds start to figure out Andrew Hazer right now.
Second time through.
No love lost between these two teams, I can tell you that right now. They like beating each other. And Loyal right now leads 6-0. A big second inning here. Runner at second. Courtesy runner over there. And the batter is Sandelier.
He started this whole mess off with a walk and came around on 3 wild pitches. So
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. That one hit down the right field line, out of play.
Warrior Greyhounds really making some good contact the last few batters.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, top of the second, 6-0 Loyal. The stretch and the pitch. Another little lazy pitch, a hit to right field again, and this one over the head of the right fielder. He collects it out there. Throw to second base, not in time.
Now batting, first baseman, number 20, Hunter Walter.
Well, you got to wonder how long Coach Matson's going to go here.
Yeah.
That's 7 runs now.
Yep.
And runner at second. And Hunter Walter is the batter. All these hits have been to right field.
Yep, they have tightened that up, shortened their swings up, and went to right field really nicely.
Walter now the batter. Walked and scored earlier in this inning. First pitch, outside a ball. I would think if he gets out of this inning, it'd probably be his last.
Yeah, I think you know.
That pitch misses. Not sure where, but a strike is waist high. 2-0. Apparently not. Andrew gets the sign. And the pitch taking all the way, and it's a strike, 2-1. 7 runs, 4 hits for the Hounds. Swing and a miss.
Way out in front of a curveball there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 now to Walter. The stretch and the pitch.
Ooh.
Checks his swing and a high fastball.
Did a good job getting his bat out of the way of that one, too.
3-2.
Just the way you're supposed to.
3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a little chopper. Hit towards the shortstop. Glove by Barth. Throw to first. And what a stretch by Stry
nicely
to make the play.
7 runs on 4 hits, 2.
6-3 on the putout. Now what?
They appealed it.
They appealed it, and the home plate umpire said he pulled his foot.
Yep.
Well, that just screwed up my scorecard. I got a big 6-3 right in the middle there. And now I got to put an error. And Trin Shield is now going to be the batter.
Now batting catcher number 21, Trin Shield.
Well, what can go wrong is going wrong right now for Neillsville Granton.
Third error of the inning for the Warriors.
So Shield, who struck out earlier in this inning, will be the batter. Takes a strike there.
Yeah, Andrew has thrown a lot of pitches this inning.
Looks in for the sign here. And now time is called. 0-1 the count to Shield. The stretch and the pitch. Little foul ball off the end of his bat. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Shield. Runners at the corners for the Hounds. The stretch by Hazer and the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking.
Shield struck out. Shield had 2 of the 3 outs in that inning, 2 strikeouts.
But not before Loyal picks up 7 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2. And at the end of 1.5, 7-0 Loyal.
Have you heard the news? Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville. Chevy trucks, Ford F-150 Explorer, Edge, and Mustang, and a great selection of cargo vans too. And now under construction and coming soon, the new Gross Motors state-of-the-art Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram truck showroom and service center. Check out the largest inventory in central Wisconsin. Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram all in one place. Gross Motors in Neillsville.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
6 and 7 coming up for the Warriors, and just got to chip away, I guess, Larry. Nobody down in the bullpen, so apparently Coach Mattson going to stick with Andrew Hazer, I guess. But Warriors got to have some runners right now. You know, it's.
Caden Stry will lead off, followed by Wyatt Hanna and then Chase Updergrove.
Playing today up in Durand, Arkansas. Got no score early.
Brett Lemovic setting down the Warriors. Got a strikeout to Adam Hazer to end the inning. Warriors have 1 hit, but they are facing an uphill climb now. It's 7-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Caden Stry.
Caden Stry will be the batter. Left-handed batting first baseman. Probably will be the next pitcher in line here.
Yeah, I would think so.
And the first pitch by Lemovic is a strike. 0-1. And Lemovic delivers. That one popped up foul, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check that. No balls, 2 strikes. There we go. Oh, 0-2 the count to Stry leading off here in the second. The pitch. Low in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lemovic gets the sign from Shield, and he's ready. The pitch. Low and outside. 2-2. Lamovic into his windup. The 2-2. Outside and high. 3-2.
Trying to get Caden to take that up after that fastball above the letters, but good patience by Caden Stry. Choking up a little bit. And
the 3-2 pitch coming. Fouled back on the screen.
Just got a piece of it there.
Count remains 3-2 to Caden Stry, leading off here in the second inning. 7-0 Loyal. A 7-run second inning. Lamovic into his windup. And the 3-2 is grounded right back to Rhett. Throw to first for the out.
Batting second.
One up, one down here in the second
5,
inning.
Wyatt Hanna.
Wyatt Hanna now the batter. The catcher for the Warriors has done a good job this year.
Yep.
Didn't play last year.
No, first year starting at catcher and done a really nice job handling the pitchers and throwing runners out. So
one of those seniors for the Warriors this year. And the first pitch is a strike to Hanna, 0-1.
Fastball on the outer part of the plate.
Odds are you're going to get a fastball from Lamovic on the first pitch.
Yeah.
The pitch.
Got
and
one
the
there.
second pitch. Swing and a miss by Wyatt.
A lot of speed. He's got, long and lanky, and he comes at you, and all of a sudden that ball pops right out at you, and then bang, you got to be ready for him. That's for sure. And look for him to come some off speed here.
0-2, ground ball. First base side, glove by the first baseman. He tosses the first for the out.
Good job by Lamovic getting over to cover. Good job by Walter, too.
Third.
So instead of 1-3, it's 3-1
Yeah.
on the put-out.
Chase.
Chase Updegrove, the left-handed batting second baseman, now the batter. Two up, two down. Here the second for Neillsville Granton.
Chase has done a really good job of getting on base lately for the Warriors also and using his speed.
Lamovic winds and delivers, and it's fouled back by Chase. 0-1. You could tell he was sitting on a fastball.
Yes, absolutely. It's
no balls and a strike. Lamovic winds and delivers. Off speed in the dirt. 1-1. Loyal leads 7-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch is a little chopper.
It's going to be a tough
second
play.
base side. Glove by the second baseman. Throws in time for the out.
Nice job by Coulter charging that.
The Warriors go quietly in their half of the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left.
None left.
And at the end of two complete now here in Neillsville, 7-0 Loyal.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Come to Russell's of Neillsville for all your design service needs. From cabinets to countertops, appliances to flooring, our design specialist is here to design and plan your kitchen or bath space. Stop in and see our design team today.
So will be Caden Stry coming on here in the third for Neillsville Granton. Get Stry's stats here for you. Caden on the season, 26 innings pitched,
On the
3-1
mound
record,
for your Warriors is Caden Stroud.
18 hits,
Moving over
20
to
runs,
first is
11
Andrew
earned.
Hazer.
He has 38 strikeouts, 20 walks, 2.96 ERA. So he comes on, the left-hander, in relief of Andrew Hazer, who had a rough second inning. They were starting to get on him a little bit.
Yeah, he started, just didn't have his good stuff. Yeah, first inning he did. Second inning he just really had a lot of problem getting his off-speed stuff across. He was spiking a lot of pitches, led to some wild pitches, and had 3 errors behind him also. So, and then the 2, 3, and 4 hitters really caught up to him, all taking the ball to right field, but all hitting it well. And all of a sudden, when you look up and there's 7 runs up on the board. So,
so when you got your pitching staff all ready to go, you might as well just make the change.
Absolutely. You don't have a game till Tuesday. And I suspect you probably won't see Andrew on Tuesday either. You'll probably not. You probably save him for Thursday the way things are going right now, Larry. So who knows? So. And
again, Loyal has a game tomorrow against Spencer, a makeup game.
Yeah, and if they don't, right now, they would, if they win this one, they'll at least clinch a tie for first. So we'll see.
All right, throw goes down to second.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. They've got a pretty strong, with Lamovic, Tofar, and Pekoshik, 1, 2, and 3. So they're pretty well set. And then you got Sandelier coming in relief too. So.
All right, Jonah Burks will lead off here in the third. Batting from the left side. Scored a run in that 7-run second, excuse me. And that pitch outside.
Yeah, that was a key part of the order, Larry. Verks, the 7-hitter, got on by an error. Ashbeck, the number 8 hitter, walked, and then Stiglitz, the number 9 hitter, got on by an error. Really a key part of that 7-run inning.
7-0 Loyal here in the top of the third. There's a strike delivered by Stry, 1-1.
Good pop on that fastball from Caden.
7 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Hounds. No runs, 1 hit, 3 errors for Neillsville Granted. The pitch. Fouled off at home plate by Verks. 1-2. Verks taking a little extra time. Now he steps into the batter's box. Stry delivers. Off speed. Got him chasing it. Swing and a miss.
Batting second, left fielder number 10.
That'll bring up Rogan Ashbeck, the left fielder. He walked and scored in the second inning. In fact, everybody but 2 guys scored in that inning. Kautzer and Shield, the only guys that didn't score.
Yeah, those are the only guys in the lineup who are 0 for 2, too.
So 1 out here in the third. First pitch to Ashbeck is a strike.
Stry looks like he's got a really good fastball today.
Well, Andrew Hazer started off with 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
A guy caught in a rundown, but the second inning came. Off speed there. And that one goes back on the screen, getting by Hannah. 1-1. Yeah, those walks. He started off with 2 walks in that second inning.
Yep, and I don't know what the stats lead, but I'm sure when you walk the leadoff batter, chances of him scoring are very, very high.
That pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Rogan Ashbeck. The pitch. Fastball is a strike. Rogan wanted to pull the trigger, but couldn't catch up to it, and so he held up.
Looking for something else, but I think you got to be sitting heat right now on Stry.
The 2-2.
There it was.
Outside a ball.
Yeah. Just missed that outside corner.
3-2 now to Rogan. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Caden Stry. By the way, Andrew Hazer went to first base.
Yep.
Caden and him just traded spots.
Reed Stiglitz.
Reed Stiglitz now the batter. Reached on an error and scored in the second. 2 up, 2 down so far here in the third for the Hounds. The pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Andrew, 2 innings. He had 4 strikeouts, but he also had 3 walks.
Stiglitz missed a lot of games this season with a knee injury from basketballs, and he just really got back into playing lately. So
that pitch high, 2-0.
Very solid center fielder. Greyhounds very strong up the middle with Shale, their catcher, their pitching staff, and then whoever, either Tofar or Lamovic at short, Kautzer at second, and then in center field with Stiglitz.
That one off the catcher's mask, and the home plate umpire may give Wyatt a little extra time here as he checks the balls.
Yeah. Looked like he was counting the stitches on it.
Yeah.
Now he'll wipe the plate off.
Yeah, even though it doesn't need to be wiped off. Just giving Hannah a little extra time.
I think we've been seeing too many games, Larry.
I guess. We know the routine of the home plate umpires. 2-1 the count to Reed Stiglitz. Kind of a colorful bat he's got there.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
That pitch outside, 3-1. Kind of a red, white, and blue look to it.
He makes. Remember in the day I used to coach his brother Drew in youth baseball, and Reed was our bat boy.
The pitch outside, he walks him. So 2 strikeouts and now a walk.
Now batting.
And the top of the order coming up in Adam Kautzer.
Adam Kautzer.
Kautzer 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out to third. Runner at first, Reed Stiglitz. He'll be held on by Andrew Hazer. And you got a left-handed pitcher. And the first pitch is a strike to Adam Kautzer. We saw a lefty up in Gilman that had a good move.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 of them.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, those guys did it well. Young Paquette really had a nice move.
The pitch.
There goes
the runner, and he's going to steal. The ball gets by.
Hit by, no. Oh,
Kautzer's trying to sell. He got hit by a pitch. I'm not sure if you can appeal that out to the whole.
He did, though. He called out to Bob.
He did, but
yeah, Bob Hout said no.
Can he really see if that hit his foot or not from out there?
Yeah, I don't know.
1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah.
And I think he was right. 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, Caden's got to slow down here a little bit. Just go after the hitter.
2-1 the count. Runner at second. 2 down here in the third. The pitch. There's a strike. And it's 2-2. Stiglitz getting a big lead down there at second base.
Yeah, Warriors not really holding. Stry really not paying attention to him.
Trying to get the batter here.
Yep.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Little check swing hit towards second. Updegrove throws, not in time.
No, he got him.
Oh, he got him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go with the umpire call.
Yeah.
4-3. He had to really get rid of that one because it was a slow roller on a check swing.
Yeah, he charged it hard.
But he got him.
1 left.
And at the or in the third for Loyal, no runs, no hits. They leave 1. 2.5 in the books. 7-0. Loyal.
Welcome to Russell's of Neillsville. Come on in and let me show you around. Washers, dryers, freezers, ranges, and refrigerators. Sofas, mattresses, lift chairs too. Russell's of Neillsville. More of what you're looking for.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here at Henry Luke's baseball field. Loyal 7, Neillsville granted nothing, but good job by Caden Stry to hold down the Hounds in that half of the third inning. They didn't get anything. All right, so the Warriors will bring up Hartung, Alex Stry, and then the top of the order, Gunnar Barth.
14, left fielder.
Brewers up on the Pirates, by the way, 3-0.
Okay.
Coach showing me that.
Okay. Yeah, the Warriors softball team ahead of Grand Arkansas 1-0.
All right, so Rhett Lamovic gets set to work here in the third. And the first pitch to Hartung is laced right over the Warrior dugout down the third base side.
Yeah, he got around on that. I don't know if that was some kind of off-speed pitch, but Hartung timed it out perfectly. Now he's got to
0-1 the count.
Get it right back, put it in play now.
The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Threw that one by him there.
0-2. Again, Loyal to make up at Spencer tomorrow, and then they host Neillsville Granton on Tuesday. The pitch. Off speed. That one gets by Shield back on the screen. 1-2. Neillsville Granton will finish up their season, at Loyal on Tuesday. The Hounds with the number 2 seed in their regional. They get a bye the first round. Lamovic, the sign, and the pitch. Low, it's 2-2. Stry is going to get a few extra warm-up pitches down the bullpen now.
Yeah, he really didn't warm up.
No.
Before.
2-2 was fouled back.
He was at the plate, and then it was a quick inning, 1, 2, 3. So the only warm-ups he got were before out on the mound. So did pretty well too. So
2 balls and 2 strikes here to Hartung, leading off in the third for Neillsville Granton. The pitch. Off speed, and he got him with a swing and a miss.
Yeah. Got him with a little bit of a sweeper action way off the plate there.
Fielder number 2, Alex Stry.
Yeah.
Now Alex Stry, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, with 1 out here in the third. 7-0 Loyal. Big 7-run second inning for the Hounds. Lamovic gets the sign from Shield, and the pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the order waiting on deck for Neillsville Granton.
Yeah, you need to get some runner, get Alex Stry on before Barth and Hazer, and try to chisel into this lead a little bit.
Swing and a miss by Alex. 1-1.
Alex needs to slow that swing down and just take the ball to right field. He's got that big loopy swing, and too many swings and misses with that.
The 1-1. High, back on the screen, past Shield, 2-1.
Gunnar Barth doing his job as the on-deck batter.
Gets to run back and get that ball.
Yeah.
2-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, threw that one right by him there.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Lamovic kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. So 2 strikeouts in the inning. The third in the game for Lamovic. And now the top of the order, Gunnar Barth. Gunnar flew out to right. His first time up. $61
Not bad.
here today.
Wind down, pretty much no wind at all right now.
Yeah, it was out of the north, blowing out toward right, but the flag not doing anything right now. 2 down here in the third. Barth waits for the pitch from Lamovic, and it hit him. The 11th time he's been hit by a pitch this year.
He's got, I think, quite a game streak. It's about 5 games in a row now. Larry. He's been hit by a pitch.
21.
Lamovic thought he leaned into it. I didn't see that.
No, I didn't either. I thought that ball was on the inside part, and he didn't move, but he didn't lean into it either, though. So
Barth is not one to shy away from getting hit.
No, doesn't bother him a bit.
All right, Andrew Hazer took the first pitch he saw into center field for a base hit back in the first inning. And that pitch is low. Barth running, and he will make it as the throw was low and not handled by Tofar.
It was on the bag, but that bounce in the Tofar's glove got Barth in there.
So a stolen base for Gunner. And a count of 1 ball and no strikes.
There's your RBI man at the plate now.
The pitch, inside and low, 2-0.
And, of course, with a base open, Loyal might be pitching around Andrew a little bit here, too.
That was a 23rd stolen base by Barth.
Yep.
The pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. Runner at second. Gunnar Barth, 2 down here in the third. The stretch by Lamovic. The pitch. Inside and tight. 3-1.
Yeah, I think Lamovic wanted that pitch, but it was well inside.
3-1 the count. Preston Berg waits on deck. Should Andrew get on?
Tough pitch for Shale to frame, too.
The pitch. There's a ground ball headed into right field. That's a base hit. Gunnar Barth coming around third. Here comes the throw. He will score. RBI for Andrew Hazer. He's 2 for 2.
Now batting, designated hitter number.
Well, he got somebody on that time, and he got him in.
Absolutely.
Bird.
For Andrew on the season, that is his 21st RBI.
I think that's about 6 bats in a row he's had hits, too, Larry. I don't know.
Yeah, it's his 6th time in a row. He's got a hit.
He's going.
He's trying to steal. Throw down to second is in time. They got him.
Nice throw by Shale. Right on the bag to Kautzer. Hazer's hurt, too.
And Andrew is down at second base.
I wonder if that shoulder going head first into that base like that.
And it looks like it is.
Yep.
Looks like it's maybe the left shoulder for Andrew after he slid into second base. And he is in pain. As they are looking at him right now. Down at second base. As the Warriors did get a run in their half of the third inning on a hit. They leave none. And at the end of 3 complete, it's now 7-1 Loyal.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
So
As he ran off.
I don't expect to see him come out. But we'll see here.
Well, nobody at first base yet.
You know, you got some options here. I guess you could bring Hartung in from left to play third and put
well, they're situating people here right now, and I'm not sure what they're doing here.
Yeah, somebody coming in there.
That's Riley Bangard.
Okay. Riley's going into right field.
He's going into right.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah, Hartung will come to third, Adam to first, and Bo Opel to go to left. So
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. So Bangart will be in the number 2 position in the batting order then.
So Adam goes to first.
Yeah, Bowden Opel goes to left. Hartung comes to third. And Bangart comes in the game into right field.
Yeah, it's too bad your best player going out here with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
All right, so kind of just waiting around here right now for Coach Matson to give the umpire all the changes. So Bowden Opel will be in left. Caden Hartung is the third baseman. Riley Bangart is in right field. Adam Hazer now goes to first. And for the Hounds, they will have Kane Tofar, Rhett Lamovec, and Colton Sandelier due up here in this fourth inning. 7-1, Loyal leads. All 7 of the runs for the Hounds came in the second inning.
Yeah, Tofar had one of the big hits in the inning, a 2-run triple. Took it right down the line and right, and then he came around to score on Lamovic's double. So, yeah, 3 extra base hits in a row by Tofar, Lamovic, and Sandelier. Big hits in that inning. And mixed in with some walks and errors and wild pitches, it turned into a big crooked number for the Greyhounds there in the second inning.
All right, so Tofar will step in here to work against Caden Stry. And the pitch is low in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, that's what happens on those head-first slides.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
the pitch, swing and a miss.
Your shoulder's very vulnerable there.
1-1. Tofar 1 for 2 in the game. He struck out back in the first.
That hit him.
And that one hits him. So hit by a pitch.
Now batting pitcher number 22.
And down to first will go.
Lamovic.
To first will go Tofar, hit by a pitch. And now Rhett Lamovic, the batter. They continue to look at Andrew in the dugout. And those shoulder problems are ones that nag you for a while.
Yeah, long time.
First pitch low to Lamovic. One ball, no strikes. Nobody out here in the fourth. The runner at first for Loyal. Throw over to first.
Would
have been close.
Yeah. If Caden Stry would have been playing first, he'd have been out easily because he would have had a left-handed first baseman. No.
Yeah, they had Tofar leaning.
Yeah, he stumbled going back in. So, but nice move by Caden Stry there. Really had him off balance.
That pitch popped up, foul, out of play. And it's a ball and a strike to Lamovic.
Caden has worked really hard on that move this year. We've seen him, use it a lot in games and then practicing on the side and become very good at it. So.
1 ball, 1 strike to Lamovic. The pitch. That one gets by Hannah back to the screen. And down to second will go Tofar. 2-1 the count. To Lamovic. The stretch by Stry, the pitch high, 3-1.
You got to believe Lamovic's going to anything in his wheelhouse he's going to be jumping on here.
The 3-1. Outside a ball. So hit by pitch and now a walk. Puts runners at first and second. And Colton Sandelier, the DH.
Colton
1 for 1.
Sandelier.
Has doubled and walked. Scored a run. Nobody out here in the 4th inning. Runners at first and second for the Hounds. The pitch is a strike to Sandelier, 0-1.
Sandelier was walked and doubled in this game, 1 for 1, RBI and a run scored.
Stry gets the pitch he wants, and the pitch.
Our center field,
outside.
Our center field crowd is starting to bail on us, Larry.
Yeah, it's getting thinned out there. They're down to 3. They want to beat the traffic home.
They realize it's on Zaleski Sports. They're going to go home and watch it on TV.
Or maybe they forgot the radio, so they're going to go get one.
Right, yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes as Sandelier fouled that last pitch off.
Yeah, go listen in the car. There you go, 92.7, boys.
A ball and 2 strikes to Sandelier. The pitch.
Ooh.
Misses.
That didn't miss by much. That was
I think Sandelier thought he got away with one.
Got a little bit of a wry grin on his face there.
2-2 the count. He was waiting for a ring up.
Yeah. I think Stry was too.
The pitch. And they said he offered.
Yeah.
That's a strikeout.
He did kind of wave at it there, so.
Now batting first base.
So now Hunter Walter, the first baseman.
Hunter Walter.
Walked and reached on an error. Also scored a run.
Yep.
1 out now in the 4th. Stry, a check of the runners and the pitch. Inside a ball.
Yeah, just inside a little bit.
1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second for Loyal. They lead 7-1 here in the 4th inning. Throw back to second. Runner gets back.
Left-hander, not real effective at second as he is at first.
Yeah, you got to do almost a spin all the way around.
Yeah, so, you're talking about a 360 there. And
1 ball and no strikes to Walter, the pitch. Fastball is a strike on the inside corner. 1-1.
Hunter 0 for 1 in the game. He walked and scored and reached on error both times in the 2nd inning. So.
The stretch by Stry and the pitch. Fastball is lifted in the air. Right field, Bangart giving chase. And did he make the catch? He did.
Yeah.
Diving to the ground, he made the catch, but now he's got to get the ball in.
And he does.
And the throw comes into home, and there's 2 down, and runners at second and third.
Wow.
What a catch by the freshman against the fence in foul territory out there.
Now batting.
The runners for
number 21.
Loyal, so far the lead runner, and Steph Dool, the courtesy runner, both tagged up, but Coach Montalvo was hoping to get Tofar all the way home, but he a pretty good throw into the plate too. So, and that Hannah was able to block it right at the plate. So,
Trin Shield, the batter, takes high a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Trin Shield has struck out twice.
Yeah, Trin is the only guy in the lineup who really has struggled today.
Struck out swinging and struck out looking. The stretch and the pitch. Outside. 2-0 now to Shield. Neillsville granting pitchers 7 strikeouts now.
Yep.
The stretch and the pitch.
Ooh.
Outside a ball. 3-0.
3-0, and you've got a base open here, so.
Jonah Verks is the on-deck batter. The pitch. There's a strike. And it's 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Strye steps off. Now he steps back on. Runners at second and third for the Hounds. The pitch. Off speed, and he had Scheel way out front.
Scheel was looking for a fastball. He gave it a really slow off-speed pitch. And, yeah, Scheel was probably around before that ball even crossed the plate.
Count is full now, 3-2. And the pitch. Low, and he walked him. Second walk in the inning. Now bases loaded for Jonah Verks, the right fielder. Jonah struck out his last time up.
Yeah.
Reached on an error and scored.
On error his last time up.
And what did we get, a runner?
I don't know.
Yep, we did.
Okay.
Runner for the catcher.
Catcher, courtesy runner number 23. I don't have a roster, though, so.
Those of you in Loyal know who 23 is. Jonah Verks will be the batter.
Yeah.
Stride, the stretch, and the pitch is a strike to Verks, 0-1. Bases loaded for the Hounds with 2 down here in the fourth. Stride delivers.
Ooh, just
misses outside. 1-1. Again, Loyal plays Spencer tomorrow, and then they play Neillsville Granton again Tuesday at Loyal. The pitch. Off speed,
nice
poked
hit.
into right field, a base hit.
Beautiful piece of hitting by Verks.
This will score 2. Our 2 RBI single for Verks.
Now batting left fielder number 10, Rogan Ashback.
And the runner from first goes to third. And now runners at first and third with 2 outs for Rogan Ashbeck. 9-1 Loyal here in the fourth. Ashbeck walked and scored in the second and struck out in the third. One of 3 strikeouts by Caden Strye since coming on in relief of Andrew Hazer. And again, Andrew hurt his shoulder.
Yeah.
There's a strike to Ashbeck, sliding into second.
Andrew out of the game right now, so.
He is standing in the dugout.
Yep.
The pitch.
Yeah, he got it picked off.
They got the runner picked off. No, the throw's going to come home, and they're going to get him at home.
Yep.
Adam Hazer throwing it home, and they got the runner out. As they were going to pick the runner off at second. And they got him out at home. So that ends the inning. But the Hounds do get 2 more runs.
2 runs.
On 1 hit.
On a hit and an error.
9-1 Loyal here at the end of 3.5.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Granton 3-2 in that regional quarterfinal. Girls softball, so Neillsville Granton season ends. Durand, Arkansas will now move on to play Fall Creek.
Yeah. Good luck
next
to them
Tuesday.
There. Good luck
there.
Yeah.
Good luck to anybody playing Fall Creek.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
All right, Preston Berg, Adam Hazer, and Caden Strye here in the fourth inning for Neillsville Granton.
Number 31.
Berg grounded out to short his first time up. One of the seniors here on senior day for Neillsville Granton. Rhett Lemovic has pitched well for the Hounds. First pitch is a strike.
Yeah, Rhett has only allowed 2 hits, both of them to Andrew Hazer.
And he's out.
Yeah.
The 0-1 low, and it's 1-1. 9 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Hounds. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for Neillsville Granton. Hounds looking to stay unbeaten in the conference. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Berg. Leading off here in the 4th, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, still got a lot of pop on that fastball. He blew that one right by Berg. Ooh.
2-2 now to Preston. The pitch. There's a line drive right at the shortstop, Tofar. He gets it on 1 hop, throws to first for the out.
Yeah, he's playing catch with Tofar right now, but both good at bats both times by Preston. Going the right way, but just Adam balls both times. So.
Adam Hazer.
Adam Hazer looking to get off the schneid here.
Yeah, he's been struggling lately. Really been getting fooled by a variety of pitches, and really.
He was one of those guys that was making contact a lot.
He was leading this team for a long time, and just in the last week or so, he's really struggled at the plate.
There's a ground ball, hit to the shortstop, Tofar. 1 hop, throw to first. Whoa! Wow, check the home plate umpire on that one. Oh, my goodness, I don't think they got him.
No, they called him out.
Yeah, I don't think they did, though. Not just because he's my son. I don't think they got him. But
yeah, good play by Tofar in the hole. Got a really nice hop coming off that grass, but made a strong throw and got him.
So 2 up, 2 down on 2 ground balls to the shortstop, and now Caden Stride, the batter. And the first pitch is low ball.
No on-deck batter out there to get it. So. Of course, Hannah's got the catching gear on, so.
One ball, no strikes to Caden Stride. The pitch. Low, 2-0.
Caden hit a comebacker to Lemovic his first time up.
And the pitch. Low, 3-0. 2 ground outs to the shortstop here in the 4th inning by Neillsville Granton. And the pitch is a strike. 3-1. Got by the catcher. Had a few of those get by both catchers here today.
Both catchers have struggled a little bit.
Looks like the ball's right in their mitt. It goes by them.
Shale's problem hasn't had as many people on base to worry about as Hannah has had, though. So
the 3-1 is a strike. The umpire thought it was strike 3.
First thing he looks down to Matson, he goes, me bad.
Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen the umpire make that mistake. 3-2 now the count. The pitch.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. Did get him on the strikeout. No runs, no hits, nobody left. 4 are in the books. 9-1 Loyal.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today.
We are never short on inventory.
And we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
The Hounds, Ashbeck, Stiglitz, and Kautzer due up here against Caden Stry. 7 runs in the 7th, 2 in the 4th for Loyal. Neillsville Granton got their 1 run in the 3rd.
And now you got to keep Loyal off the scoreboard. And this lower end of the order, you know, Ashbeck struck out his last time, but he walked in that big second inning. Stiglitz has been on twice, too. So it's
gave away my last piece of gum, and now Jason gives me one here.
Yeah.
Thank you. I guess not.
Jason's a good guy, I'll tell you what.
Baseball here today on 92.7 WPKG and Zaleski Sports. And it's all Loyal so far, 9-1.
Yeah, Lemovic's been very strong at the plate, on the mound and at the plate, excuse me. But he's really limited his base runners.
Rogan Ashbeck walked and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd. He was up when the runner got thrown out. 4-1 Brewers over the Pirates. Ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Stry into his windup, and the pitch is low ball. 2-0.
Ashbeck, one of the few seniors on the Loyal roster. Him and Trent Shale.
Low, 3-0. A lot of juniors on this team.
Oh, man. Yeah, they are heavy junior, and then you have a sophomore like Lemovic, too. So
3-0 the count to Ashbeck leading off here in the 5th inning for Loyal. The pitch. Low in the dirt. And it's a walk to Ashbeck leading off here in the 5th inning. Reed Stiglitz now the batter. Reached on an error and scored in the 2nd. Walked in the 3rd.
Batting, center fielder number 3, Reed Stiglitz.
Yeah, so Lemovic will be around, but won't have a lot of these players with him.
Yeah, I said
when he's a senior.
I said the biggest position for the Greyhounds next year to fill, I think, is going to be the catching position. Shield very solid, and I believe he's been a 4-year starter too. So that's going to be one position that they're going to have to fill next year. So
I believe they got a Linder boy coming up, don't they?
Jake, I believe, and Jake, of course, the son of Chris, the head football coach. So yeah, Chris is here. So yeah. Stalking the game.
Oh, there he is, up there. I see him. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, making sure everybody's behaving.
Sun back out now. There's a throw over to first. Back is Ashbeck.
Yeah, Ashbeck didn't get a real big lead there, so he was back in pretty easily.
Yeah, we had some clouds. Now the sun back out.
Yeah.
So it's going to bother the left side.
Yep.
Once again.
Yeah, you got Bowden Opelt in left field. It's already, you can tell already out there.
Curveball falls in for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, it's trying to. I don't know if Bowden's got sunglasses on or not, but
started in right field. Doesn't look like he does.
Yeah.
There's a line drive. Speaking of right field, that's going to find the gap out there in right center.
And the runner was running on the pitch too, Larry.
So Ashbeck is going to score.
Stiglitz is going to have a triple.
So a triple for Stiglitz.
Third,
another run in for Loyal.
7,
and it's now 10-1.
Yeah, now you're back to the top of the order too. So.
And Adam Kautzer, the batter, he's 0 for 3.
Yep.
The only guy that has not reached in this lineup for Loyal. That pitch outside a ball.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah. Adam's a good kid. He's a solid wrestler for the NGL wrestling team, and good kid.
That pitch low, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to Kautzer. A run is already in here in the 5th inning for Loyal.
Ooh.
And there's a strike on the inside corner.
That had some funky movement coming up there on it. I don't know what exactly that was, but it had some bends and twists in it.
Knuckle curve slider.
Yeah.
The pitch. That one way upstairs and outside.
Yeah, something.
3-1.
Yeah.
Probably asked Caden, and he probably didn't know what happened there.
Exactly.
The pitch. There's a strike.
Same pitch right there.
3-2. Maybe give him another one of those.
Yeah, he's throwing it for strikes. So
the stretch by Stry and the pitch. And he did, I think.
Yep.
And Kautzer
got just a piece of it.
Yep, he was out in front, but he was able to get a piece.
Yeah, I think he got it on the knuckles there, just the way he was grimacing coming out of the box.
Still 3-2. Runner at third, Reed Stiglitz. RBI triple. And now Kautzer with a count of 3-2. 10-1 Loyal here in the 5th. The pitch. Fastball is hit high in the air to left.
I'll tell you what.
Bo Nopel coming on and will make the catch.
Yeah.
And fire it home.
Nice job by Opel.
Now batting, shortstop, number 18, Kane Tofar.
So Kane Tofar will be the batter. Hit by a pitch, walked, and struck out. Scored a couple of runs.
Knocked in 2 in the 2nd with a triple.
So 1 out now in the 5th with that runner at third. And Tofar steps in there. Pitch is outside a ball. If you get the Zaleski magazine, he's on the front cover.
Yeah, him and Coach Montalvo. Talking about Loyal baseball. You have a chance.
Way out in front is Tofar. He fouled it off.
Chance at their first conference title since 2016. So.
And they would be guaranteed at least a tie if they win here today.
Absolutely.
1 ball and 1 strike. Neillsville Granton has second place wrapped up.
Yep.
Swing and a miss again out in front.
Yep. He's really throwing a lot. You know, you hate to say it, he's throwing a lot of junk up there right now.
Yes.
He really is.
Well, you got guys sitting on fastballs.
And he's getting it for strikes. So, but he's really bringing out the old toolbox here.
1-2 the count. The pitch.
Yeah.
And he fouled that one off. Just got a piece. Coach Montalvo down there at third saying you're pulling your head.
Yeah, and he was too. He looked. Yep. Yeah, his head was looking at the Neillsville dugout.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch.
Ooh,
Got him on a fastball. Swing and a miss. Second time Kane has gone down via the strikeout. That's the 8th strikeout by Neillsville Granton pitching.
Rhett Lamovic.
Rhett Lamovic now the batter.
Rhett 2 for 2. RBI, couple runs scored.
Walked and scored back in the 4th. Actually, the courtesy runner scored. Yep. There's a little ground ball. Hit to the second baseman. Bobbled by Updergrove, and he won't make it there in time. Run scores. Error.
Yeah, it's a big run there.
That makes it a 10-run game. That's the 4th error for Neillsville Granton today.
They'll send a courtesy runner out for Rhett Lamovic.
And we're waiting. There he comes. So now Sandelier, the batter.
Courtesy runner is number 16.
Seth Duell is the courtesy runner.
All right.
Designated hitter number 2.
We figured out who that was.
Sandelier.
That one I knew. You'll
Throw over to first. Runner gets back.
A little bit of that pass history in Loyal.
Well, that's where you're from.
Yes, absolutely. Class of 77.
That ball is hit.
Yeah.
Where'd that ball come off of? Oh, off the net. Okay.
Right here. Yeah.
Couldn't see where it went.
Yeah. Colton Sandelier is 1 for 2 in the game. He had an RBI double, and then he walked in second and scored also. So struck out in the fourth. So
0-1 here.
Key member in that cleanup spot for the Greyhounds today.
The DH for the third baseman, Andy Patoshik. That pitch missed. 1-1. Look over at first. Now the pitch is a strike.
Yeah, drop that one in there nicely.
1-2.
So Warriors are going to have to get a run, and they've got 6, 7, and 8 coming up. So it'll be tough against Retlamovic.
Fouled at home plate.
Just got a piece of that one.
Count still 1-2 to Sandelier. Senior day here today. Yep. Congratulations and good luck to the seniors.
Yeah.
They graduate Saturday. Looks like a pretty nice day, too, for graduation.
Absolutely.
Not too hot.
Yeah.
The pitch. Low.
Duel going.
Throw down to second is in time. Yeah. They get Duel. Updergrove covering. That's the second time they've thrown him out.
Yep.
Go the Hounds.
And they get 2 more runs, though, in their half of the 5th inning. And they now lead 11-1 at the end of 4.5.
2 runs.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
11 runs and only 6 hits.
Yeah.
But 4 errors by Neillsville Granton's defense.
3 or 4 wild pitches, pass ball, just a lot of things add up to a lot.
And a lot of that came in the second inning when they scored 7 runs.
Yeah, and that was a 3-hit inning, but there was 3 walks and 2 errors and 3 wild pitches and a pass ball, and put that big crooked number up that the Warriors just haven't been able to recover from. And a lot goes out. Lomovic has done a really nice job on the mound. He's really limited the base runners and never really been in a jam. I mean, he gave up a run in the third on a hit batsman, a stolen base, and a base hit. But other than that, he really hasn't had much traffic on the bases at all. So
2 1-2-3 innings.
Yep.
The second and fourth. And now he works here in the 5th to Wyatt Hanna. And the pitch.
Ooh.
Low ball. Did he go?
Nope.
No, he did not.
Pretty close, but
1 ball, no strikes to Hanna. Grounded out to the first baseman. Last time up, that pitch outside. 2-0.
Need to get some runners on. You got to get somebody around here or the game is over. So
the 2-0 is popped up, foul out of play. First base side. 2 balls and a strike. The 2 hits today, both coming from Andrew Hazer.
Yep.
RBI single by him back in the 3rd. The only run for Neillsville Granton. The 2-1 is lined into center field, make it 3 hits for the Warriors.
Nice job by Hannah there. Taking that ball right back up the middle.
Second baseman, number 1, Chase.
So the leadoff hitter on here in the 5th for Chase Updegrove, the second baseman. Left-handed batter. And we'll see what Coach...
Are they thinking courtesy runner maybe here? I don't know. With Hannah, but maybe not. Now with nobody out, probably not.
Updegrove stepping in there. Long look by Lamovic. And the pitch inside, and it gets by the catcher, but Hannah didn't see it.
No.
And it didn't get by him enough, I don't think.
It was right at his feet. And
it looked like it was going to go past him more, but it hit his shoe and stayed right underneath him. So Hannah holds at first as the throw goes over to first. But he gets back in. One ball, no strikes to Updegrove. Another throw over to first. Wyatt, not that big of a lead.
No.
And Lamovic delivers. There's a bunt, and it'll go foul.
Yeah, I think they're throw over to see if Chase Updegrove commits himself to a bunt or whatever. But they were charging hard. Pekoshik at third and Walter at first were both charging hard on that bunt.
1 ball, 1 strike. Again, squaring to bunt is Updegrove. As the pitcher steps off, there was nobody holding him on.
Yeah, Walter was charging.
So there was nobody at first base. But he looked the runner back anyway.
Yes, he did.
Again, squaring to bunt. Now he
slack.
pulls back and grounds one to the first baseman.
What a nice play by Hunter Walter.
Gloves the ball. It gets the out at second.
He's a big guy, but he showed some nice hands on that one. Made a nice backhand stab and then a good throw down to Tofar and got the lead man.
So 1 out here in the 5th inning.
Caden Hartung.
And now Hartung will be the batter. He struck out his last time up back in the 3rd. Throw over to first. Diving back in is Updegrove. He's another guy that played with Hunter Walter.
Yes.
In the youth baseball days.
Yep, absolutely.
Lamovic the stretch. And the pitch. Here's a strike. Throw down to first.
Again, a nice play by Walter down there.
Low throw. He had to scoop it out.
Yeah, good play.
0-1 to Hartung.
They're really worried about the runners here with a 10-run
I guess.
lead. That's interesting.
They don't want that run to score.
No, they don't want this game to be over.
The pitch. Pop foul, back out of play. Hit and run maybe on that time.
Yeah, Caden's had a couple of good swings here against Lamovic.
0-2. Lamovic looks over at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball.
Yeah, he really fooled him there.
2 down.
Now batting.
Now Alex Stry.
Fielder number 2.
Stry struck out his first time up.
Quite honestly, Larry, I think you got to start Updegrove and get him in scoring position. Hopefully Stry can get a hit because we'll see what happens here. But
Lamovic looks over at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch.
Same pitch that he got Hartung on. Same pitch, same location, and both batters are way out in front of it.
0-1 to Alex Stry. Lamovic the stretch. And the pitch. Strike 2.
Yeah. And Alex Stry bailing out of there on that pitch.
0-2. The Warriors need a run here to stay alive. 0-2 now the count to Alex Stry. And Lamovic delivers another curveball. That one over the head of Stry.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Pretty good pitch, though. You know, you got the guy putting his foot in the bucket like that. Come back at him. Maybe he'll step back a little more.
1-2 the count. And the pitch. Was that a swing and a miss? It was. Gets back on the screen. Stry heading down to first and will make it.
Yep.
And over to third, goes up to Grove, and that gets by the third baseman.
And that's going to score a run.
And Updegrove's going to score a run.
They got it in.
How about that one? On a strikeout, pass ball. Then they throw it down to third, and it gets by the third baseman.
I think Walter threw it to third, so that was where the E was. So,
so the game will continue. It's now 11-2.
Yeah.
And the top of the order coming up.
Number 12, Gunner.
Talk about manufacturing a run.
That's the old-time manufacturing. Lamovic will work to Barth. And it's a strike, 0-1. Barth hit by a pitch his last time up. He, at the time, had the only run scored.
You got Riley Bangert, a freshman, in the on-deck circle now. So you lost Andrew Hazer to injury. That's going to be big here.
There's a line drive into left field, a base hit.
That should score a run.
Stry coming around third. Here comes the throw, a way high throw.
Yeah.
Sails over home plate, down to second goes Barth.
You put a runner in scoring position, too.
Boy, how key is that injury now for Neillsville Granton?
Yeah.
Riley Bangart will step in there now, where you would have had Andrew Hazer, who was 2 for 2.
11 right fielder Riley Bangard.
So Bangart will step in there from the left side. He had the game-winning hit in a JV game against Pittsville last Friday.
Okay.
They needed 2 runs. He had a hit up the middle and scored 2 runs.
Got a good base runner on base here, so.
The pitch is a strike from Lamovic.
Lamovic not messing around. He came with the heat on the inside corner there. And
11-3 Loyal here in the 5th inning. Throw down to second. Not in time. Barth is there. Time was called.
Bob Holtz wanted to do a little manicuring around the base
Oh,
there.
okay. 0-1 the count to Bangard. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit foul, third base side.
Good piece of hitting, though.
0-2 the count. Bangard hitting from the left side. Barth the runner at second. The stretch by Lamovic. And the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. He brought some serious heat right there.
Yes, he did.
Warriors, 2 runs.
But the Warriors get 2 runs in their half of the 5th inning to keep this game alive.
And 2 errors.
At the end of 5 complete, it's now 11-3
At the end of
Loyal.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today. We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Here in the 6th for the Warriors. He'll face Sandelier Walter and Shale.
Yeah, Sandelier was up when the courtesy runner duo was shot down at second by Hannah. So
second time he's done that.
Yes.
In this game.
Yeah.
All right, throw goes down to second. And Adam getting set to throw here in this sixth inning.
Actually, Adam threw 5 innings up at Gilman Monday and did very well. Struck out 7, walked 4, 2 intentionally though. So
for the Greyhounds, DH number 2.
All right, so Sandelier back in there.
Sandelier.
Again, he struck out his last time up in the 4th.
Yeah, Adam had a really nice curveball up at Gilman the other day, so we'll see what happens here. But right in the middle of the order for the Loyal Greyhounds, Sandelier and Walter and Shield.
Adam gets the sign, and the pitch is a strike.
Yep. Came with a fastball right away.
0-1. The Warriors getting 2 runs in their half of the 5th inning to keep this game going. 11-3 Loyal. Another strike delivered by Adam. 0-2.
4-2 Brewers, end of 4, Larry. Out in Pittsburgh.
Early yet.
Yeah.
The pitch. That one low. 1-2. $11 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Loyal. 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for Neillsville Granton. A couple of errors in that last inning allowed the Warriors to score some runs. That ball laced into left center field.
The gap there. Oh.
Stry over to cut it off.
Yeah.
Here comes the throw, and it will hold Sandelier to a single.
Solid single to left by Colton Sandelier.
Batting second, first
Hunter Walter now the batter.
20, Hunter Walter.
He flied out to right on a nice running catch by Bangart near the fence in the 4th inning.
Yeah, he walked in the second and scored, and also reached on error in the second. So he's 0 for 2.
All right, he steps in there.
Made a couple of nice plays on first base today, too. Solid first baseman.
Hazer working out of the stretch. First pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first. Diving back in is Sandelier. The ball and no strikes to Walter. The stretch and the pitch is a strike. Throw down to first, and Sandelier is back. 1-1 the count. Again, Andrew Hazer out with an injured shoulder.
Yeah.
Getting caught stealing.
Yeah, standing in the doorway over there, though. So
there's a strike to Hunter. 1-2. It looks like he has some ice on that
yes,
shoulder.
Yep, yeah,
it's his left shoulder.
Yep.
One ball and 2 strikes to Walter. Sandelier, the runner at first. The pitch. Curveball is ripped into center field, a base hit. So 2 singles for Loyal here in the 6th inning.
Batting third,
and now Trin Shale, the batter.
Yeah, good job by Hunter Walter taking that ball right back up the middle. Might be looking for a bunt from Trin Shale here. Get those
time is called. They want to get a pinch runner here for Walter.
Yep.
Two on here in the 6th inning for Loyal with nobody out. And a pinch runner is in.
Yeah.
And they're going to, it's the Lindner boy. Comes in. He has to take his sweatshirt off.
Yep, Jake Littner.
You have to have a jersey on.
Yep.
Courtesy running.
Or at least a number on the back, like we seen what up in Gilman the other day. The guys had warm-ups on, but they had their number on the back, so which I think is legal.
So Lindner in to pinch run. Sandelier is at second. The batter is Trin Shale. First pitch is a strike. Shayla struck out twice and walked.
Yep.
0-1 the count. The stretch by Hazer. Curveball swing and a miss.
Yeah, curveball up in his eyes there.
0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The stretch and the 0-2. Another curveball. This one grounded to the second baseman. Again, bobbled by Updergrove. Throw to first.
No, not in time.
Is not in time?
Nope.
So another error.
Yeah, Updergrove really struggling at second base.
Right fielder
Now bases are loaded with nobody out.
Jonah Verks.
Yeah, Verks, he last time up had a 2-run single. So
Verks the batter. With the bases loaded and nobody out here in the 6th inning. Couple of singles and now an error.
Yeah, I think Updergrove got kind of caught in between whether he should go to second or go to first. He didn't have his mind made up, and first thing, all you got to catch the ball. So
first pitch to Verks is a strike.
Adam, nice fastball on that inside part of the plate there.
0-1 the count.
Not much Verks is going to do with that one.
The Hounds now with 8 hits in the game. The 0-1.
Ooh.
Misses somewhere. 1-1. Coach Matson even looking like, where did that one miss? 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Fastball that time. Hits the strike zone, 1-2.
Verks jumped back a little bit, but he's standing right on that white line. He is
very,
very close to the plate.
And even leans over a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. Especially with that left elbow.
The pitch. There's a little ground ball. Glove by Adam Hazer. He'll toss to home to get the out. Throw down to first, and it gets by the first baseman into right field.
Probably should have put that one in his pocket, Larry.
Yep. And now Coach Matson arguing that the runner was in the line of the he's out of the baseline. And he's not happy.
No.
He's telling where they have to run here. And the home plate umpire is trying to explain to him as well.
And he's not going to get any help from the field umpire either because he
can't see it.
He can't see it. So this is totally going to be on the home plate umpire making that call.
So the runners are at second and third.
Yeah.
After all that, a run is in.
Yeah, Sandelier was out at the plate. The pinch runner, Littner, scored. And now
fielder number 10,
Sheila's at
Rogan
third and
Ashback.
Verks at second on a fielder's choice and got the second on an error by Wyatt Hanna.
So Rogan Ashbeck now the batter. First pitch is low ball.
So where is it? Right back to where you got to hold off here.
12-3.
Or else you're going to have to come up and fight for a run in the 6th inning again.
1 out here in the 6th.
All the infielders up on the grass.
The pitch. Strike is called. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Yeah, all the infielders in on the grass.
Yep. So anything hit.
Curveball.
Ooh.
Oh, he almost offered. Held off, and it's 2-1.
Pretty good patience there by Ashbeck.
2 balls and a strike. Runners take their leads at second and third. Hazer delivers a strike, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes here to Ashbeck. 1 out in this 6th inning. And the pitch. Outside. Good stop by Hanna. 3-2 now.
Yeah, you load him up. You got Stiglitz coming up, and last time up, he plugged the gap out there with a triple. So
The stretch. The 3-2. Strike
Yeah.
3 called.
Yeah, that's
Got him with a knee-high fastball.
Now batting.
yeah. I don't know what
number
Ashbeck
3,
was looking
center
for there, but that
fielder,
was right over the
Reed
middle of the plate. He's got to be
Stiglitz.
protecting the plate better than that. So.
9th strikeout by Neillsville Granton pitchers today. Reed Stiglitz now the batter with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Adam the stretch and the pitch. Curveball missed. I think Stiglitz thought that was a strike. He looked away like, oh, he got me on the curveball. And the umpire said no. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Oh, it looked like he wanted to call that one. 2-0.
Yeah,
Kind of half brought his arm
I
up,
think
then
the guy
put it back
got
down.
a little bit fooled there, caught himself. So.
And the pitch. Outside again 3-0. Top of the order coming up.
Yeah, be interesting here. You know, Stiglitz with a great at bat last time. You give him the green light on 3-0 here.
The stretch by Hazer. And the pitch. Gets by the catcher. And this will score a run.
Yeah.
A low pitch that time. Got by Wyatt. It's a walk to Stiglitz. And we're back to a 10-run lead for Loyal at 13-3. Kautzer now the batter. He's 0 for 4.
Yeah, he's the only guy in Loyal's lineup who has not reached
Now
base
batting.
today. So.
Second baseman, number 7, Adam Kautzer.
Runners at first and third for the Hounds. A fake throw over to first. Two down here in this 6th inning. Loyal has 2 runs in. The pitch is a strike to Kautzer, 0-1.
So you get for the Warriors in the bottom of 6, you're going to have Berg, Hazer, and Strike coming up, and you're going to need a run to stay in the game now. So.
Well, Loyal's not out of this one yet.
Nope.
The pitch.
Kautzer, no.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Stiglitz running.
No throw down to second. So runners at second and third. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kautzer. Loyal looking to stay unbeaten in the Eastern Clover Belt. They would wrap up at least a tie of the conference title. They win today. The pitch. That one high and inside. 2-1.
Yeah, you want to get Kautzer here. You got Tofar coming up, and he's had a pretty good bat today.
The stretch and the pitch. There's a strike to Kautzer, and it's 2-2.
Big pitch there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Adam delivers.
Ooh.
Slow curveball stays high.
Just didn't.
3-2.
Just stayed above the letters.
Yep.
He really took a lot off on that pitch.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Lifted in the air to right. Bangart will make the catch for the out.
Bradley's done a nice job out there for his first varsity action.
Two runs on
Well, the Hounds get a couple of runs, so they put the lead back to 10. 13-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Coming up.
13.
All right, back here at Henry Luke's baseball field. Rhett Lemovic back on to work here in the 6th. My daughter Maggie's watching down in Kansas.
How's the weather down there?
On Zaleski Sports.
No tornado warnings or anything down there?
I don't think
that has
they
been
got anything today.
That has been a real tornado alley down that in the country, I'll tell you.
Maybe she'll answer us. How's the weather down there in Kansas?
For your Neillsville Granson
All right, Preston Berg
Warriors,
will lead off here in the 6th.
DH. Number
Preston has
31,
grounded out twice to the
Preston
shortstop.
Berg.
Well, she was watching. Maybe she's not watching anymore.
Okay. Preston 0 for 2. He's hit 2 balls
Yeah.
very well. Both are right at Kane Tofar, though. So done a nice job taking the ball the other way, but hit him at the wrong guy.
First pitch outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Same 2 teams Tuesday in Loyal. Loyal also has a game tomorrow against Spencer. That ball low, 2-0.
Yeah, Lemovic wanted that one. It was just below the knees, though. Good patience by Berg.
2 balls and no strikes.
Realizes they need runners.
The pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. 13 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Loyal. 3 runs, 4 hits, 5 errors for Neillsville Granted. The pitch. Low, and it's 3-1. One thing Neillsville Granton has not been doing a lot of this year's errors on defense.
Absolutely. A couple of games that they've kind of imploded, but for the most part, every game they have played very, very clean, Larry.
3-1 the count to Berg, leading off here in the 6th. The pitch. Low, and he walks Berg.
I was going to say this game
Batting
and the game
second,
against
the
Black
pitcher,
River Falls
number
are the 2
32,
games that
Adam
really stand out to me as games that they had trouble. Everything else has been fairly clean in the field. So I think you have a courtesy runner for Preston Berg, maybe. I don't guess not.
Nope. He's going to stay out there.
Yeah. He's a
Adam
senior.
Hazer, the batter.
He's a senior.
Adam 0 for 2. First pitch outside, and it gets by the catcher. That's one way to get Preston down to second base. The senior gets down there on senior day.
Yeah.
The umpire.
Yeah.
The catcher threw the ball to the umpire. The umpire goes,
I don't want it.
Nobody called time yet. That ball's live. I'm not going to catch it.
Yeah, you got a real alert runner. You might have him on third.
Yeah. He threw the ball to the home plate umpire, and he just let it hit his chest protector and fell to the ground.
Yeah, it was all Preston could do to get the second, so. Ooh.
Adam with a swing and a miss.
Yeah, still got a good fastball here in the 6th inning.
So a count of 1 ball and 1 strike on the swing and a miss by Adam. Berg with his lead at second. And the pitch. Low and outside. 2-1 the count.
Caden Stry in the on-deck circle.
Lemovic the stretch. And the pitch. And did that hit him?
No, apparently
Guess not.
Apparently
It gets by the catcher again and down to third.
Yeah, I almost thought it hit him on the elbow the way that ball redirected, but.
Well, down to third now is Preston Berg, and a count of 3-1 to Adam Hazer.
Now you need to put one in the play somewhere, get him home and extend this game.
All right, so 3-1 the count.
And Loyal playing up at the corners, but they're deep at up the middle.
The pitch, swing and a miss by Adam. 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. This one lifted in the air, shallow right. Right fielder coming on. Verks will make the catch.
It's going to be tough for Berg to score.
And the throw home.
Nice throw by Verks also.
Not hit deep enough.
Nope.
Now batting.
Good job by Adam Hazer putting that 2-strike pitch in. Let's see.
First base.
And now
pitching coach.
Number 20, Caden Stride.
Roscoe Lemovic is out there.
Roscoe's out there talking to Rhett. So I don't know if we're going to have a change in pitcher here. It looks like they're giving the ball to Andy Pekoshik, so.
And they are.
Yep.
Maybe it's a pitch count
That's
thing.
probably a pitch count thing. Yeah, it had to be getting close.
So Andy Petoshik's going to come on here to pitch in this 6th inning. A runner at third.
And
1 out.
Rhett will either go to short or third, and Tolfar will take the other position. And he's started games for him this season. He's probably their number 3. So
the Warriors need a run here to keep this game alive. They're down by 10 here in the bottom of the 6th as Petoshik gets in his warm-up pitches.
Yeah, I watched Andy pitch a game against Loyal when Loyal played Marshall Columbus in Marshfield, and pitched a complete game 6-inning game that day, and looked very sharp that day. So
is he a sophomore?
I'm not sure. I believe he is, because I don't remember him ever being a part of the junior bunch. You know, we've both been around all those kids, and I don't ever remember him being around them. So
I think he is a sophomore.
Yeah.
Had to tuck his shirt in.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so just a reminder, these two teams playing again Tuesday. We'll have that game for you on 92.7 WPKG from Loyal. And again, Loyal wins here today. They clinch at least a share of the Eastern Cloverville Conference title.
And could wrap it up tomorrow night.
Yep.
At Spencer. So
a makeup game there with the Rockets. And then next Tuesday's game will be the final regular season game as the tournament for baseball gets underway next Thursday. Loyal does have a bye.
Yep.
Neillsville Granton will play at Whitehall next Thursday. Artificial grass, you said, or artificial surface?
Yeah, all the way around, outfield and in. Last time I was there, anyway.
Well, I don't think they would change it.
No, it's a very nice.
Yeah, they put in real stuff now.
Yeah,
they took out the artificial.
It's a very nice ball field, though.
I don't think I've ever been there.
It's got stadium-style seats for bleachers, and so it's very, very, and they're covered, and so it's very nice ballpark.
Maybe we'll do this game from the bleachers.
Yeah,
they got them nice seats.
Yeah. I don't recall what the press box was. So.
It's free prime rib to all media in the press box.
Is that right?
Oh, wow. Okay. Courtesy of Zaleski Sports.
The heck with the bleachers.
All right, Petoshik will come on to pitch here in the 6th inning.
Yeah.
And Caden Stride, the batter. 0 for 2. Berg, the runner at third with 1 out.
Need to make contact here. Oh,
and he fouls it away.
Yeah, right on that pitch. So
the pitcher for the Greyhounds is Andy Pekoshik.
No balls and a strike.
At third is Rhett Lamovic.
So Lamovic does go to third.
Yep.
They just switched places. The pitch. Curveball drops in there.
That was a beauty there.
0-2.
Yeah, that fell in right off the table there.
Berg led off with a walk, got to third on a couple of pass balls. There's a ground ball.
Just
foul.
Just out in front. That curveball hung, and he was just out in front of it though.
So the count remains 0-2 to Stry.
Got to find some baseballs for the umpire.
Yeah. A few too many foul balls here.
Yeah.
The stretch by Petoshik. Another curveball. That one falls in the dirt.
Yeah,
1-2.
Well, he took everything off there. Wow. That just floated up there. Good patience by Caden Stry not to try to hit that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Popped up.
In the infield.
Tofar will call at the shortstop position and make the catch for the second out.
Up to Wyatt Hanna here.
Now batting.
Hanna singled his last time up.
Wyatt Hanna.
Took a ball right back up the middle.
Hanna, again, one of the seniors here on senior day. The Warriors will also have to replace a catcher.
Yep, absolutely.
Next year.
Yeah, we've seen
Curveball in the dirt.
Trevor Hart do a little catching here, but Caden Stry has also done some catching too. So I don't know. We'll be one of the few teams with a left-handed catcher, but Caden has done it all the way up though. So he's done a pretty good job.
1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
1-1.
Andy Mikosic looks very effortless when he lets go of that ball, but it's got good velocity on it. Not a real big guy either.
No. The pitch. Popped up. Out on the outfield grass goes Tofar and makes the catch for the final out. And that will do it here today. The Hounds stay unbeaten in the Eastern Clover Belt as they down Neillsville here today.
Baseball field. It's
13-3. We'll come back and take a look at some of the final numbers and wrap it up here.